If you're a sports fan, then you probably saw Kirk Cousins enter the tunnel after playing the best game of his professional career in a win against the Buccaneers.
You like that? You like that?
Now, Washington fans had every right to love that fiery, competitive passion after a thrilling victory. But I am not a Washington fan, and so I made fun of him. Yeah, you like that? You like how I needed a desperate comeback to barely beat the worst team in the NFL last year? It gave me great pleasure to make that joke because Washington, D.C. is a fetid cesspool of lizard people, and its football team is a vile organization with a racist name and the worst owner in sports. Seriously, I can give you 6 minutes on Dan Snyder alone, even wearing the same shirt and everything. Unsurprisingly, Washington fans didn't like my joke. Some accused me of trolling. Incorrect! Trolls do mean things to get an angry reaction. And trust me, the very last thing I want in the world is any kind of response from a Washington fan. Now, I'm not a troll. I am a hater, which some people think is a bad thing. How is life as a hater? Full of joy? Oh, thank you for asking. Yes. My life is full of joy. I have a family I love, I talk about sports for a living, and every day I smile knowing that this isn't my profile picture. Ugh, when blue steel goes wrong. I'm tired of this notion that haters are bad. Hatred is what makes being a sports fan tolerable. No way, man, I love my team. Love is the most powerful emotion in sports. Well, for sure, love is essential. Love is the cornerstone of sports. Without kids growing up loving a team, without diehards to pack the home stadium, sports straight up does not exist. But once that cornerstone of love is in place, the rest of the building is made with hate. There simply isn't enough joy in sports to justify love as the only emotion. Think about the net sadness created by sports. Only one team can be champion each year, and most teams don't even make the postseason. Now, granted, a team doesn't have to win it all to create happiness for a fan base. Maybe it just has to exceed expectations. But given sports fans' outsized expectations, how often does that really happen? We're still looking at billions of people worldwide investing love and passion into something that will ultimately cause them disappointment and sadness. And that is where hatred comes in. Because I can only really love one team in a league, but there is a sumptuous buffet of villains to choose from, and whoo-hoo-wee, daddy's hungry! Love and hate aren't equal and opposite. They're not two sides of the same coin. They're a 20-sided die, and 19 of those sides are bile, spite, and bone-deep loathing. Now, at this point in the video, some of you might be saying, this guy's a jerk, in which case, I look forward to blocking your boring ass on Twitter. But some of you might be intrigued. How do you do it, man? How do you hate so completely? Well, young Padawans, there are only 2 rules to be an effective hater in sports. Number 1, don't be a front-running asshole. If you have Yankees, Duke, and Heat stickers on your car, you just don't have the DNA to be a hater. You exist only to be hated. And number 2, learn to hate from the macro level all the way down to the micro. Now, the macro level is easy. Anyone can hate the Patriots or Real Madrid or the closest rival of your favorite team. But how do I situationally hate Wichita State when they're in the College World Series? Easy. Creepy mascot, their most famous alumnus is the BTK killer, douchey hand signal, and I got the only speeding ticket of my life in Kansas in 1999. Oh, excuse me for not taking in your 400 miles of cornfields in a more leisurely manner, officer. F***ing Kansas. See? Now I hate Wichita State. I didn't before, that was easy. Hatred is also an excellent way to get into new sports. For example, I'm not a big college football guy. There's just not really a team I care about. But I can easily drop in on Auburn, Alabama and be happy about whichever team loses. Now, obviously, Alabama is easy to root against because they're a historically excellent program. That's your macro hate. And I hate Auburn because my bunkmate at OCS was from Auburn and he was the biggest asshole I met in the Marine Corps, which is no small feat. Yeah, that's right, Tulaski. I still hate your stupid face. It doesn't matter that I've since met several people from Auburn who are perfectly lovely people. I've got a 16-year-old grudge to keep alive strictly so I can take delight in my enemy's unhappiness when the situation presents itself. All it takes is that one person, one in a bar who thinks Michigan is an elite school. Yeah, right. One response on Twitter from a Florida State fan, one coworker who gloats about Chelsea, Drew, and I can hate that team forever. And you should too. Sports is a lot more fun when everyone treats it like a Comedy Central roast. Some of the people up on that dais are really funny, some are D-list celebrities telling obvious jokes, but no one's up there saying, "Don't be a hater." You know why? Because those people are f***ing boring, and they take too many cues from popular music.
So haters to the left.
Haters are a threat to the ignorant and egomaniacal because those are the people least equipped to handle an environment that isn't filled with fanboys and sycophants. And the internet encourages this attitude. It allows us to create safe little bubbles of like-minded people, and anytime some stranger comes along and disagrees with you, it's jarring. And for a lot of people, their only response is, "You're just a hater." Au contraire, I am not just a hater. I am thoroughly and completely a hater, and I'm having a lot more fun than you are.